Hello and welcome to Market House, the podcast where we talk all things Disney. My name's Caleb.
And I'm Caitlin.
And this week we tell you the best times to visit Disneyland for low crowds. Let's dive in. All right, and this is episode number 235.
Welcome back, as always, everybody.
Welcome back. Here we are again, recording a fantastic Disney episode, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, every week's Disney because we're a Disney podcast. I don't know why I had to specify that, but we're back and we're able to sit down and record, which is a small miracle nowadays with being busy with work, with a toddler, with life. It's
Fun
just
family festivities
fun family.
going on.
And on top of that all, we're literally in an oven. Sacramento, it is 105 degrees today.
Yeah, we're very thankful that it is going down later this week. But for the past, I would say couple weeks, we've had a lot of 100-degree plus days.
Yeah, I think for 2 weeks straight now, it's been up in the high 90s, low 100s. But I will say, I don't want to complain too much. Overall, it's been a relatively milder summer than what we usually experience. But today was a blazing day. But like Caitlin mentioned, it's going down. It's actually going to be in the 90s and then high 80s.
Which is amazing for August.
Kind of unheard of for August.
Yeah.
So I'm loving it, especially with the Halloween season officially starting over in Disney World. We've already watched the first Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween parade.
The
what's it
Boo to You
called?
parade.
Yeah, the Boo to You,
Yeah.
whatever. And Maddie was dancing.
We love it. We're definitely the type where we obviously don't decorate for Halloween/fall this early, but we are definitely the early September people. But I told Caleb, I'm like, it is a little early for us, but I'm like, I love all the videos and all the merch because it does get me like really excited.
It's a little early. I mean, I turned to Caitlin and said, it is the single digits of August still. Like that is early.
It's very early.
They dedicate more time to Halloween now than like the Christmas holiday season, which is kind of crazy.
At the end of the day, though, when you think about it, like, what does it matter? Like, if people want to celebrate it longer,
No.
like, that's fun. I mean, honestly, this was Christmas. I'd start celebrating in June.
I know. More power to you. I just don't kind of get it because, again, most of the country, I don't know if I want to say most, a lot of the country is still really hot. So I just can't get into the like cozy fall vibes when it's 105 out.
But even when it's like September, October, unfortunately, both coasts like have heat for fall.
I know. And then October, it's like, you never know in Disney
Hurricane
World,
season.
Yeah, if it's going to be 90 or a hurricane. So anyways, it's just funny how both coasts celebrate so early, but it is so stinking warm.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get into this week's episode. Before we do, we have a Patreon, markethousepodcast.com/support is where you can find out more information about that. You can also click the link in the episode description and check it out that way. Great way to support the show. Our patrons over there are amazing, and we're so thankful for them that they choose to do that. And then they're actually going to get an exclusive episode coming. Wow. I spit it out. Coming up here pretty soon. We've got it written. We're going to record it and get it edited and all that good stuff. So that'll be up here in the next week. But go check out Patreon if you want to hear more of us throughout the week. Consider leaving a review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. Both are a huge help to the show. You can leave a 5-star rating on both platforms and a written review over on Apple. We'll read it on the show and forever be grateful. You can also like follow us. I always forget to say that, but usually it's like, I don't know if it's a subscribe button, follow button, whatever. But I know the terminology is different for both platforms, Apple, whatever you listen on, Apple, Spotify, whatever.
Yeah, it definitely helps the show. So
Pocket Casts. I'm trying to think of all the random podcast things. But yeah, whatever the follow is, whatever's synonymous to that, click that, and that helps the show a ton. All right, let's get into the news. All right, and for our first news story, we are staying over here on the West Coast. Disneyland has released the Foodie Guide for the 2026 Halloween season.
Nothing beats the Foodie Guides except for the holiday Foodie Guides. Yeah. They are the best of the best.
I am like surprised at, I guess I'm not surprised. I just am always like rolling my eyes at how late they are. This literally starts in a week.
I know.
And they just get it out, which is so funny.
I feel like they're like slightly behind this season.
Everything's behind.
Yeah.
I feel like the Halloween stuff or the DCL sailings, like we're going on a what do you call it? Halloween on the high
seas, yeah.
And they haven't released like any of the merch you can buy on there. So yeah, anyways, there's a lot of stuff that they haven't released yet, which is very bizarre. And then same with Disneyland, Disney World. Everything's just kind of lagging.
More like sneak peeks and stuff, which is just weird. Yeah.
We're going to mention a few of the new items that look the best to us. So I kind of handpicked a few of them here to list off. I don't want to go through everything. Of course, go to Disney Parks blog, go online. You can find this easily. If you want to find every single food item, you will sit there for 45 minutes because it is a lot. But I went through, I did the hard work and pulled out the ones that seemed most appetizing to me, and specifically the new ones. So didn't leave any that are holdovers from last year. These are new items. Let's start with number one. You can find this at the Jolly Holiday Bakery. It is a brownie pie. Fudge brownie baked in a pie crust, topped with ganache, colored mousse, and sprinkles.
Brownie in a pie crust?
I can get behind it. It sounds like a very interesting combination.
Like textures and stuff. Yeah, I could see that.
Kind of like soft and chewy and then a crunchy pie.
Ooh, I love me a brownie.
I don't know.
So good.
Sounds kind of good. Also at the Jolly Holiday Bakery, you can find the Halloween Matterhorn macaroon. This is a coconut macaroon dipped in white chocolate and sprinkles. They're calling this new. I don't think it's new. I think maybe they have different colored sprinkles or
I'm sure it's that, yeah. Because they have the regular one all the time.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I've never had it, but people love it.
I don't know why it has the new label on it. Next up is the Little Red Wagon Spicy Chili Cheese Corn Dog. Listen to this. It is a classic corn dog topped with spicy chili, jalapeno cilantro crema, cheddar, and hot cheese puff dust, which is Cheetos, with choice of cuties, mandarin oranges, or potato chips.
Like, you want a spicy chili dog with a cutie?
My stomach would explode.
But in the best way possible because that sounds delicious.
It would be like 5-10 minutes of absolute heaven.
Oh my gosh, don't talk about it. It's gross.
But then it'd be pretty rough after that. Next up, you can actually find this at Market House. Had to slide this in there. It is a churro hand tart, pastry tart filled with spiced cake and topped with cinnamon and sugar.
This looks divine.
Doesn't that look good?
Yes, looks really good.
Sounds amazing, looks amazing. Pretty much a Pop-Tart filled with cake.
I need people just to ship all of these things to us. Just kidding.
They won't be gross at all. Next up is the Hollywood Lounge. Sorry, you can find it at the Hollywood Lounge. It is a beef and cheese tamale a la plancha. I don't know what the a la plancha means, but I love a tamale. Beef and cheese tamale with salsa verde, lime crema, shredded lettuce, and pico de gallo.
Ooh.
You got to be careful with that diarrhea pico de gallo they got going around.
Pico de gallo? You mean lettuce?
It's all the produce and stuff. You just got to be careful.
And the cilantro.
It's not affecting us over here on the West Coast as much. I feel bad for the Midwesterners.
Oh, gosh, that sounds miserable.
But yeah, you got to look out now with the produce. You got to wash it extra, I guess. Next up, Lamplight Lounge, the steak frites. It is a New York steak, manchego, truffle fries, and peppercorn sauce.
Ooh, I love peppercorn sauce.
Pretty standard steak frites, but the fact that they're offering it at Lamplight now sounds amazing. Next up, you can find this at the Smoke Jumpers Grill. It is the Villainous Wings, tossed in sweet and tangy gochujang sauce, drizzled with ghost pepper ranch, and topped with chives.
Ghost pepper ranch?
Spicy.
Oh my goodness.
A spicy ranch.
I love a ghost pepper ranch with a French fry.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh,
or on my cheeseburger.
I'd like it better with waffle fries, but they got rid of them.
Yeah.
Well, so lame.
Okay,
all
next
right,
up.
Finally,
this one. Okay, before you say it, this one. Whoa.
All right.
If you guys take one thing off this list, please get this and send me a picture.
The picture looks insane. Okay, so this is found at the Parkside Market coffee spot. This is over in downtown Disney.
Yes.
If you're coming from the Disneyland Hotel on the right side, right?
It's next to where Gordon Ramsay's new restaurant is.
Gordon Ramsay.
It's a super expensive coffee shop. That's coffee's like $8.
No, it's like $9. This is a pumpkin pie cinnamon roll. Classic cinnamon roll with a pumpkin spice cream cheese frosting, dusted with cookie crunch.
Oh my gosh. And when you see the picture of it,
it
looks delicious.
This thing looks insane.
I want it so bad.
I know. It sounds good. So anyways, go grab these things. These are the things we found that looked most appetizing for the Halloween season. Next up is some TV show news. Disney Plus news, to be specific. Disney has ordered a pilot for a show based on the Spaceship Earth attraction.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Kind of weird, right? This is the description here. When a mission to avert an imminent global cataclysm goes awry, a small band of teenagers from Earth's past and future must join forces to confront a threat as vast and mysterious as time itself. The showrunner is Jason Fuchs, the co-creator and executive producer of the HBO series, Welcome to Derry.
Oh,
which we haven't seen yet, actually.
That's been out for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't watch it.
It kind of looked kind of weird, I think. It kind of looked kind of weird. That's what I was saying.
That's our vocabulary now.
It looked a little weird.
He's also written for Wonder Woman, Ice Age Continental Drift, and Argyle.
Okay.
So a couple of his credits there. But well, yeah, we'll see if Disney ends up ordering the series. Just because they ordered a pilot doesn't mean the series will go to the platform Disney Plus.
Right.
But if it proves successful enough, as in test screenings go well, you may see this on Disney Plus eventually. And our final news story takes place, well, it doesn't really take place anywhere. It's something you can purchase with your hard-earned dollars. Disney and I think it's Bays Luggage are coming out with a Disney line. Caitlin showed me this on social media, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It's kind of like just basic like luggage with like kind of like an imprint of Mickey on some of them, and then there's some that have like that softer fabric that have like a really cool like character design on it. They're really fun and colorful, and
it's fun. I can't speak to the quality of the luggage. We have not purchased this before. I will just say it's fun. It's worth checking out. If you need new luggage and you want some Disney ones, this is worth checking out because it does look slightly higher quality than the junk that Disney sells in the parks and on the cruise line. As much as I love the designs, I just can't bring myself to spend $200 on a very thin piece of plastic. But these do look a little better than that. Like Caitlin mentioned, there's a luggage set that's like a red Mickey and Minnie luggage covers. There are backpacks, duffels, crossbody bags, and a ton of other fun accessories like little charms and stuff you can attach to bags. So it looks super fun. The whole collection will be available on the Bays website starting August 12th, and some of the collection's select pieces will be on the Disney store the same day. All right, that brings us to our main segment of this week's episode, and that is the best times to visit Disneyland for low crowds. It is August, and the kids are going back to school soon. I don't think they're quite there yet, but here in the next couple of weeks, at least the districts around us, they're going back to school. And that means lower crowds at Disneyland. It is that time of year when the vacations slow down and reality just slaps you right in the face. At least as a kid, this was the worst, man. I hated it. Well, mixed feelings. The week before, like you did not want to go back because you loved the summer. But also I was ready to see my friends again.
Yeah, and get to wear all your new clothes and all the fun stuff.
I did not care as much about that part, but I can understand a little bit. But if you plan ahead, you can use this time of year to your advantage and experience Disneyland with far less crowds. We're going to share the best times of year to visit Disneyland for those smaller crowds. I will admit that there's really not a slow season anymore. Like 5 to 10 years ago, probably closer to 10 years ago, there was a slow season. Like smack dab in the middle of February, there'd be like 4 other people in the park with you. Nowadays, with the reservation system and the variable ticket prices, that has definitely helped kind of reallocated the crowds to all throughout the year. So it kind of just flows very even, not evenly, but a little more even throughout the year versus just these huge lumpy seasons like the summer and spring break and all that good stuff. I will always take less crowds though. So even if it's just a little bit less, that will still take it over like crazy seasons. So even if it's not like slow per se, I will still take shorter wait times. According to online crowd calendars and our personal experience, these are the best times to visit the parks to avoid swarms of people. Number 1, mid to late August, which is right now.
Yes, and we've actually done this before, like we just mentioned, and it is very warm, but it is way less crowd heavy.
Yes.
It is insane.
Kids are going back to school and summer is pretty much over. That means fewer families are making the trek to Disneyland. I will say, like Caitlin said, cons are going to be the weather. It's still pretty hot in Southern California and the weird in-between seasons thing. So it's like not quite Halloween yet. So you may see like a smattering of Halloween decorations, but not the full thing. So that's always kind of awkward.
Right.
Like it's not quite there yet, but whatever. The official launch of the season, by the way, is August 21st. So leading up to that, you will see them start, but not the full decorations are out yet.
Yeah, it's definitely not like what it used to be where they would do Halloween overnight. It's a trickle-in system now.
Okay, so that was the thing they did a long time ago as well, was like you'd kind of go to sleep and then the next day it was like full-blown Halloween. We may have a little bit of like the rose-colored glasses on. I think they would still kind of like roll some stuff out, but like 80% of it was done overnight. Now they do like a phased approach where it's kind of spread out over a couple weeks. I'm not going to complain too much. That sounds like a lot of work, but I'm sure it works better for staffing that way. Number 2 is September, especially weekdays. September as a whole, the entire month tend to be slower with the exception of Labor Day weekend. Halloween is in full swing at this point, so you get to experience the season without the overcrowding, which is nice. That comes in October. Our last big family trip to Disneyland was in September, right? It was late September.
Yeah, and it was hot.
Okay. I'm making sure I'm getting my dates right. It was so hot. So It is pretty warm down there, and you can get stuck with what we did, which was a heat wave. It was over 100 degrees every single day.
Very, very hot.
Very hot. So just keep that in mind. It is September in some parts of the country. That is beautiful time. The Northeast, it's starting to cool down, and the leaves are changing. Not so much in Southern California. You can still get those nasty heat waves. So keep that in mind if you're going in September. Next up is early November. So skip all over October. That's going to be very busy because of Halloween. But when you go in early November, the first couple weeks are fantastic. You are in between the Halloween and Christmas seasons. Like I mentioned before, you'll maybe get some partial decorations before the big grand reveal of the Christmas season official start, which is always mid-November, right? November 20th, something like that.
And it's in the teens now.
Oh, the teens. Okay.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
I think it's like the 12th or something this year, right? 13th.
Yeah, it's a week earlier.
Yeah. And speaking of, this is off topic, but Haunted Mansion just went down today for the refurb, or not the refurb, but the overlay.
Shoot.
Yeah, so it's coming.
Ready. But there's always a trade-off with slower parts. There's always going to be some trade-off of like refurbishments. That's going to come up here in a bit, and kind of in between seasons. So it's worth it, in my opinion, to go during these times of year. Cooler days are a big reason to visit November as well. Again, it won't be, I would say, cold, but it will be cool.
Yes.
It will be cooler, maybe cooler nights. And the daytime can maybe, I don't want to, don't quote me, but maybe 70s, low 80s kind of thing. If you want the safest bet crowd and weather-wise, I would say this is the safest and probably best time to go. Right here, the next season I'm going to mention is going to be a little riskier when it comes to weather. And what, like I mentioned before, with those really hot months, November's that sweet spot of like safe and may not be the least crowded, but it'll be the safest bet.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then finally, the final season where it is very slow, and I would say probably the slowest, is mid-January through early February. This is when we tend to go.
We love going during this time frame.
Yeah, Caitlin's birthday is in early January, mid-January, I guess, January 6th. And so anytime around that time, we usually try and go, or a little maybe like a week or two afterwards. After the Christmas season ends, which is always around January 7th, this is a fantastic time. The crowds are gone. It's not Christmas still, which is always awkward. We've done that a few times before they take the decorations down.
It's not my favorite.
As much as I love Christmas, once it hits, because we celebrate so early, once it hits and like December 25th comes and goes, I'm kind of done.
Well, we are the December 26th tear down family.
Yes.
Like everything comes down on the 26th. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
No. Because again, we put it up like November 5th,
1st,
or whatever.
5th, yeah.
So we're just kind of done with it. So especially 2 weeks later, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of, I'm over it. So anyways, we like to wait until after they've taken the decorations down, and then you still get those cool, cold days.
Yes, they're very nice.
Very nice. I love the weather during this time of year, but some of you may not. If you imagine what California is, Southern California, beach, waves, surfer dudes, this is not the time of year to go. So if that's what you envision it to be, don't go in January or February. It will be colder. It will be wetter. Now, California in general is not very wet, but you do increase the odds of rain in these months. We've gone once where it was like monsoonal weather. It was like...
We were drying our shoes with a hairdryer. It was so wet.
It is rare. It does not happen often. Last year, they got a couple days like that.
They had multiple days like
true.
that.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you book a trip when it's not supposed to happen, it will happen. So just keep that in mind.
Just keep in mind. But you're definitely like the chance of rain is much higher in January, February. If you hate rain, don't go during this time. But I will say it is the least crowded in our personal experience and according to the crowd calendars. A lot of refurbishments also happen at this time of year. So keep that in mind. And also park hours are shorter. So the parks won't open until like 9 or 10 a.m. and they will close around 8 or 9 p.m. Now for folks like us in this season of life with a toddler, it works perfectly.
It's perfect.
We're not complaining. But if you've got older kids or a group of adults and you want to stay super late, which we used to do and we love, may not be the best time of year to visit.
But also remember that you can go enjoy some time in downtown Disney.
That is true.
So if the park closes early, definitely go down there. There's tons of stuff to do.
And they're mostly open till like 11 or midnight, no matter when the park closes.
Exactly.
Definitely get your trip in before President's Day, though. After this holiday weekend, crowds start to ramp up for spring break. So get it mid-February. Anything after that's probably not worth it because of the mix of refurbishments and weather. Make sure it's before President's Day weekend. All right. And then finally, I didn't want to go down a rabbit trail of like the worst times to go. And that's super subjective. Like I hate the summers down there. I'm just not going to lie. I know that this last summer, we're in 2026 now. The summer was really slow. And so that might be actually kind of half decent time to go.
If you can get over the heat and if your family or friend, whoever don't mind the heat, definitely take advantage of the summer because it's not as busy.
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be
It's
absurd.
wild.
It used to be a madhouse. The last couple of years, it's been trending down, which is very odd. I think people are, I don't know if they're choosing to spend their money elsewhere or if it's maybe people have been programmed like us to avoid the summers because it's so stinking hot.
And they've been running deals and everything. So
things are a little topsy-turvy. So this may change. If you're listening to this episode in 4 years, things are completely have changed, I bet, by that point. But
as of 2026.
Yeah, as of 2026, summer is not a bad time to go anymore. But I will say the one time to avoid, and we experienced this last year in 25, spring break. I will never, ever go again during March. We went at the end of March, like in 25, like I just said. It was absurd.
Yeah.
It was absolutely absurd. Lines were minimum 45 minutes. Kids everywhere, which I love kids.
And it's not even kids, it's just people everywhere.
It's just people. And
it's
it was
just
like,
people, and it's like, it's kind of warm, but not hot. And it's just like every single queue was just ridiculously long for no reason. I think Casey Jr.'s circus train was like 40 minutes or something like that. Like it was insane.
It was trending towards an hour because we waited 20 and we didn't move an inch.
Yeah.
And so we just left the line.
So it's like stuff like that where you're like, no, like it's just not worth it. And again, I'm fully aware that some of you I've talked to, you're like, hey, I have to take advantage of spring break or I have to take advantage of XYZ holiday. I totally get it. Do it. But just remember that the crowds are going to be heavy. If you don't care about that, more power to you. Because I do understand the PTO and the kids out of school. Because some people, you have to remember, some people don't want to take their kids out of school, which I totally get.
I'm not saying you do that. I'm just saying just do it during the summer.
Yeah.
I would say like if you had to choose between spring break and summer, do summer.
Also, it's hard though not to take advantage of those like holiday days because it's like with PTO, it's like I guess you get to stack those.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's hard.
Spend your money elsewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of other places other than Disneyland to go.
Yeah.
And maybe just do another vacation for that. I'm just telling you, if I was talking to a family that don't get to go often.
Go on a Disney cruise
and
instead.
I'm looking at you in your eyes and I'm just like, please, kind person, do not spend this amount of money to be miserable for a week in Disneyland.
I would say, especially if you're only going for like a once a year trip or if it's once every few years, don't do it.
It's too much in my opinion. You may disagree with me. Let me know if you do, but I would just say avoid March and early April if you can. That brings us to the end of the episode. It was short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed it. We just wanted to kind of get it out there since it is the time of year where kids are going back to school. It is the perfect time to plan a little getaway to Disneyland because the crowds are starting to go away finally. Now, again, may not have applied to this year because summer was weird and there really weren't any crowds. Maybe it'll start getting busier, maybe an opposite year. But if history tells us, the crowds are going away.
Yeah.
So go take advantage of it. Thank you so much for listening. You can find us over on Instagram and Threads at Market House Podcast. Make sure to follow us over there for pictures from the park and exciting news and announcements. And you know what I just mentioned and I just forgot to say because it's in the script? Kind of forget about Threads. We're not very active on there. Go on TikTok instead. We're on TikTok now.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like we've subtracted years from our lives. Like instead of being in our 30s, we're now in our early 20s.
I feel like an old woman on TikTok.
Yeah.
I did finally. I know people are like, you should do it. Finally, I'm doing it. I just started it, so it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But if you're on TikTok, we'd love for you to follow us.
Head over there. I'm still not sure about it, but we'll see how long we do it. Market House Podcast, TikTok, we're talking and ticking.
It's definitely more like, I mean, obviously majority of it is all Disney stuff, but it's like I posted a reel of like some of Maddie's like Disney essentials and stuff. So it's like fun stuff like that normally wouldn't be on our Instagram feed. So definitely check it out if you have it.
If you're on the TikTok, check us out.
I feel like an old woman.
I know. Consider leaving a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Both are a huge help to the show. And we'll read that review, or I'm sorry, that review on the show if you leave one.
Yeah.
And we'll be so grateful. We also have a Patreon, markethousepodcast.com/support is where you can find out more information about that. We'd love to have you join us over there. And shout out to all of our patrons. Remember to use your Getaway Today link for your future trip booking. Check out the episode details for that link and use code MarketHouse10 to save an additional $10 on your next vacation. Join us next week for another episode. It's been fun. It's been grand. It's been filled with food, low wait times, and crazy spring break children.
Bye.